Hey, it's Ed here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for gold. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one counter over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on daily time frame and looking at this whole structure again starting from around 2015 December. Since then again we had a few different ideas overall where we had this as a possible ABC into these highs of 2K around August 2020. The other possibility was that we had this as a wave 1, 2, 3, looking for this wave 4 and then 5th. Again, I don't think that this is very good to be labeled as the 5th wave, just due to the structures here. So I don't really want to be saying 4 and 5. Again, at that point we would have a truncation and this mess over here would have to be a wave 5 somehow labeled. So the idea is that we are creating some kind of flat pattern here, and the expectation with that at least would be that this would be a 5-way move. However, the only way I could be getting a 5-way move here would be something like this, with this being a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then looking for this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 with an extended 5th with a diagonal. However, we did not take out the lows that we had here for the 3rd of minuet. With the 5th of minuet here, so I don't really think I can allow this being a diagonal. Now we have a few different options here on this lower time frame, so let's take a look at those. We had let's go actually to smaller time frame. So we had a few different ideas, possibly having this as a 5-way structure into an A wave here. Again, this would be the idea where we would have this whole structure starting from the highs of 2K here as an W, X, and then Y coming down. Again, the wave Y being a 3-way structure, so we would be expecting some kind of a zigzag here, as if we are labeling this first structure as a 5-way structure, so A, B, and then C. At this point again, the expectation was that we have ended structure here, looking for some kind of expanded structure here, for that being a W, X, Y, or a B, and C. I don't think this wave Y is no longer the right call here. So instead, we would be looking for this as A, B, and then looking for C. The issue with this one is that if we are labeling this being a wave 1, 2, actually 2 would be at these lows, a 1, 2, we would have to be labeling this quite high to get to the 1.618, unless we are of course creating this into a diagonal here. I feel like that would fit this count a bit better, but of course we have other counts as well here that we would be following. Again, there are quite a few possibilities here because a lot of these can be subdivided into a 3-way structure, and we haven't really had any of those 1.618 extensions on any of these. This structure here is feeling quite bullish. Even a smaller time frame, we don't really have divergence except on the very last legs here. Now this was the one of the predictions that we had last time when we were covering this, which was around the October 15th, so around here. We were expecting this to be an ABC structure, either creating the start of a larger correction, which again would be a partner leg basically for this. So this would be the first structure, second and third, creating a bit larger than, and then another partner leg connecting this first structure over to the next. So that is again one possibility. I feel like that would fit the ABC count on very high time frame a bit better, but again, we are more closely looking into the smaller time frame at the moment. So again, the higher time frame don't really matter until we can figure out what is actually going on here on smaller time frame. So the expectation was that we were looking into creating that B wave. Again, we took out the lows that we had here for this possible B wave with this wick. We did not take out the lows that we had here. Again, not allowing us to use that diagonal, at least on my rule set. So, however, we are getting this overall structure ABC still right. Not really sure how I would be labeling this though, because again, we could be saying that this could be some kind of expanded structure here. At the moment, however, it is getting really extended to the 2.618, and that is something that at latest we would be turning into some other counts, or thinking that the other counts would be more probable than this one. I'm still not going to throw out this count, however. I still do think that there is some value on this. Potentially doing something like that. Again, can't really explain how and why this would be so ugly looking though. But again, the extensions here are doing quite good work. At the moment, if we are looking this as an ABC, we would be getting right into the target area. Again, targets would be from the 1-to-1 extension of that A wave to the 1.618. So anywhere here. If we go beyond the 1.618 here, the probabilities shift from this being an ABC structure to some kind of more bullish one, which would be again something like this, where we would have this as a 1-2. Again, this structure here is not really good, as I mentioned. But again, if we want to be making a bullish structure, we need to be starting it from these lows. So this was basically the idea that I showed you on the, I think, which one of these? It was probably this one, yeah. But instead, again, we had this as a 1-2. Again, 3rd, 4th, and 5th would be quite high here. 1.618. Taking that out, we would be getting into that area of more probability for this impulsive wave count. But the issue is that because this wave 2 was so deep in comparison to this wave 1, the 1.618 is kind of close to the wave 1 tops here. So if we are just using a traditional retracements here, we can see that even the most common retracement, the 38.2, would be getting into the wave 1 territory. So again, that's why I had the possibility of having that diagonal presented before. But those are the things that I'm currently looking. I'm still not quite sure which one of these is going to be playing out, so I'm going to be staying out of gold for some time until I figure out which again is more probable to me. None of these fibs are really lining up, other ones than this one, where we have quite a few different things overlapping. Again, right where we are at. So 1.382 extension of this structure here are where we are right now, and also the 1.236 extension of this structure is right where we are at here, and the 23.6 retracement of this original move here, of this A wave, is here as well. Not really something that I would generally track, but just wanted to mention that as well. So there could be some kind of resistance here, although none of the counts really fit this idea though. But unfortunately, I don't really have a main count at the moment. Just needing to get some more price action here until I'm willing to take any trades on gold. We'll get into those trades later on if this turns out to be something more bullish, and if this is actually taking quite a high limb here, creating this possible 5-way move, and then of course looking for this retracement and loading up here compared on against these lows. So that would be probably the thing that I could see here happening the most. But again, on higher time frame, I'm not quite sure. But I think that is going to do it for this video. If you made it this far into the video, again, thanks for watching, and there's a link to my free Discord server in the description below, so join it if you want to be sharing some counts or ideas for gold or other assets. Well, thank you for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.